infectious disease specialist, Dr. Philippe Lagacé-Weens. He has been listening to the Manitoba update with us. So we've got these new cases, but the province moving in the right direction, albeit slower than others. Is that correct, Doctor?
Well, I certainly see that the province is moving in the right direction. Our case numbers are going down pretty quickly week to week, as is our positivity rate. So I think in general, the position that Dr. Roussin has taken, that we're over the hump but still on the decline and a little bit behind some other provinces that hit the peak before us, is pretty accurate.
Will any of the easing of travel restrictions on July 5th that were announced today have any negative impact on the case numbers in Manitoba? Are you concerned about the new regulations announced?
Always a little bit concerned. I mean, certainly with the Delta variant and increasing movements between provinces and increasing the number of people coming into the province, there is the risk of introducing the Delta variant at a greater degree than it is currently circulating. And without a large proportion of the population vaccinated with 2 doses of vaccine, we are going to see some breakthrough infections with the Delta variant, or at least there's a strong suspicion that we will. So we really do need to keep an eye on that. We need to keep an eye on case numbers. We saw in the United Kingdom that they started to see a little blip of cases associated with the Delta variant, and we do need to be very much on top of that and take it relatively slowly. I certainly don't. I've never been an advocate of saying, oh, Canada Day, August long weekend, and give sort of calendar dates to reopenings. It really needs to be much more carefully thought out in terms of case numbers and where they're going before we make decisions to open.
Sure. And when we look at the Delta variant, and, you know, you don't want to be alarmist, but you want to be careful and vigilant. And we have seen a death from the variant in someone who was fully vaccinated. So what does that tell us, Doctor?
Well, it tells us pretty much what we expected, that there's going to be a little bit more breakthrough with the Delta variant and possibly later variants, where what we call essentially vaccine breakthrough, where people who are immunized still are susceptible to infection. And that could be anybody. People will often make excuses like, oh, I'm not immunocompromised, I got my 2 doses, which underscores the importance of being cautious, and at least until we get a handle of what's going on with the Delta variant, to continue our interventions in terms of masking and distancing until we have much more data to be able to drive our decision making. Yeah. I'm not saying that we won't get out of this. I'm very confident that we will, but we need to be very vigilant so that we don't open too soon before a substantial proportion of the population is double vaccinated.
I appreciate your time. As always, stay safe out there.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Doctor. That's Dr. Lagacé-Weens, an infectious disease specialist.